Good evening, everyone. This is Leanne from Of Love and Shiplap and the founder of Sublimation graphics and tutorials here on Facebook. If you're joining us on YouTube, please be sure to come join our Facebook group. And if you're catching us live on Facebook, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all of our videos after they are live in our neatly organized playlists. Tonight, I'm excited to show you guys the double-sided outdoor pillows from Amazon. I have actually done another video on these where I only did them as a single-sided pillow, but these are from Mule brand, I believe is the name. There we go. I put the link in the description for you. Now, I did the white ones at Christmas time for my porch, but today I'm actually going to be doing this pretty blue that they offer. I thought it would be really great for a spring and summer throw pillow for outdoors. These covers come in a set of 2 for $13.99. What's nice about them is that if you do print them with a design on each side, like I'm going to show you today, you can easily sell a set of 2 for $35 or $40 with free shipping. So that gives you a nice profit margin because your all-in cost is only about $15. I do recommend selling these unstuffed so that people can stuff them themselves. What I use on mine is just the generic 2-pack of Mainstays pillows from Walmart. They're like $14 for 2 of them, but they're really well stuffed. They're not like a cheap pillow insert. And so I find that they just look better. These are waterproof, so I haven't had to worry about the pillows being outside. Plus my porch is covered, but just, you know, for those who might be worried about that, these are completely waterproof, which is great. Now, they're really easy to sublimate, and in the last video I did on these, it was the first time I was trying them out, so I was pretty happy with them. Today I'm going to be doing a reversible design for one side will be for spring and one side will be for summer. Keep in mind that doing things double-sided is one of the best ways to help drive up the price that customers are willing to pay, as well as doing designs that are personalized. Now, I don't personally do much designs that are personalized when I do stuff in tutorials that's for myself, simply because I'm saving that for when I get married, because it would be more realistic. So I'm going to be doing just 2 seasonal designs instead, but I do recommend that you guys check out some of the monograms and stuff like that that I have on my website, because they might be perfect for a personalized item. And outdoor throw pillows are not just great, you know, to make for yourself or to market to your customers in a seasonal way, but they're also really great for wedding season. They make a great gift. They make a great housewarming gift. So if you're working on connecting with realtors, this is another item that they could be offering, or you could be offering them to give as gifts to their new home buyers or home sellers. Really, there's a lot of possibilities here. So keep in mind that sometimes you just have to think outside the box. I like the convenience of these coming from Amazon, and they're the only outdoor pillow I've seen that works for sublimation. Some of them have that polypropylene exterior, which will melt. These are not that. These are 100% polyester. I would say they're probably made out of Denier 600. But I don't know that for sure. But Denier 600 is a waterproof, tight weave polyester fabric. It's typically what we see used for awnings and backpacks and hiking boots. So I would say these are probably the same material. All right, with that in mind, let me turn this around and I'll show you guys what we're working with. We don't really need a lot for these outdoor pillows. So I have one of our pillow covers and then our 2 transfers today. Both are printed with my Workforce 7710 using printer jack ink and paper. The Spring is in the Air design is available for everyone on my website, www.ofloveandshiplap.us. The Home Sweet Home with the lemons and lavender is available for design membership holders only. It is an exclusive from July 2019. We're also going to want some heat tape and a heat glove. So we'll go ahead and start by pre-pressing our pillow. Now, one of the things about these pillows is that you want to make sure this outdoor tab is off of the heat press as best you can get it. I'm going to turn this way because I want to keep that zipper off the press too. Not because it'll melt. The outdoor tab will melt, the zipper will not. But just because it's going to give us a smoother press when we do our design, and then the zipper won't be piping hot when we're done with this. So we'll go ahead and pre-press it for roughly 30 seconds. I'm doing this at 400 degrees. Keep in mind that pre-pressing is important because it pushes out atmospheric moisture. Everything around us is always absorbing moisture if it is a fabric, and as a result, it tends to expand the fibers. We experience this with our clothes that we wear every single day. And when we take them out of the dryer after they've been washed, they seem like they have shrunk, but they haven't actually shrunk. It's just that the moisture has been absorbed out of them in the drying process. That same shrinkage happens anytime you heat press a substrate, a textile, sorry. And if your transfer is on when that process happens, it causes ghosting. It's the #1 cause of ghosting, more than any other possibility, is simply inadequate pre-pressing. Now, I also wanted to make sure that my zipper was down here so that I could center my design, and when I go to put my pillow in this, the zipper will be on the bottom. I personally like my zippers to be kind of hidden like that. So we're gonna go ahead and place our design, grab my handy laser level, and make sure that I am straight. And I'll check my measurements real quick with my tape measure. Just gonna set that there as a temporary paperweight. We'll go ahead and add some tape. Jasper has let out a sigh, if you guys happen to have heard that. All right, so we'll go ahead and cover this with some protective paper, just in case any ink escapes out the back. I'm just using masking paper from the hardware store. You can use parchment paper, butcher paper, builder's paper, really anything you want as long as it's unwaxed, because you don't want the wax to melt onto your substrate. We're gonna press our pillow cover for 400 degrees for 60 seconds at 400 degrees. We're using medium pressure today, and I'm using my 16x20 heat press from acesdeals.net. This is a great budget-friendly press. It was right around $300 with shipping. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit bigger, but you're not ready to spring for a higher end heat press, I definitely recommend this to be the way to go. Now we are doing this double-sided, so once we are done with this design, we will press our second one. This tutorial is pretty quick, of course. And anytime you have a product that is quick to create, it's always a nice feature in the sublimation world. Or in the business world, I should say. I'm gonna hold my hand here while I pop my press, just to make sure I don't accidentally jump my transfer. You'll see I got amazing ink release, hardly any ink left on the paper. Printer Jack paper does have really outstanding ink release. And the colors of this design look great, even on the light blue background. That makes me very happy. So now we'll go ahead and flip the other side. Ooh, it looks like there's a little stain on my pillow. Thankfully, this is just for me. But we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna make sure that, first we're gonna put a piece of protective paper down. Anytime you do something double-sided, you wanna make sure to put a piece of protective paper down, just in case some of that ink from your first press releases back into the back. I'm gonna shake this just a bit to cool it down, because you can help minimize any ink re-releasing by simply making sure your substrate is cool before you do the second side. Okay, so once again, I'm making sure my zipper is off and that outdoor tag is off so it doesn't melt. I'm gonna give this just a quick pre-press because it's a little wrinkly now from me shaking it. And we want a nice smooth surface to work with. Because we already pre-pressed this once and pressed it, we're only gonna do like 15 seconds, should be plenty. Now that little mark was on the pillow. Not much I can do about it. This is for me, so I'm not gonna send it back or anything. It's for my own home, for my outdoor sofa. It might come out, I don't know what it is, obviously. So maybe it'll come out in the wash. Anyways, all right, so we'll go ahead and get our design centered. Now I made my designs today to be 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches. These pillows are, I believe they're advertised as 18 by 18, but they're more like 17.25 by 17.25. I find that the 12.5 inches is honestly pretty good for up to 18-inch pillow sizes, and it definitely makes it easier than trying to piece together every design every time you do a pillow. Once your pillow is stuffed, you're gonna notice that that size works out really well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add just some tape to secure our transfer. Once again, I'll put a protective sheet over top of that in case any ink releases back out. And give this a good press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I hope you guys are enjoying our tutorials. Keep in mind that you can find all of our past tutorials on our YouTube channel or under either the unit section or the topic tags section for the group. If you're on your PC, it'll say popular topics in group. If you're on your mobile device, if you just slide the navigation bar for the group over, you will, where it says like discussion, units, photos, videos, if you slide that over, you will see topics there. And then you can click on the different topics that we have all of our videos tagged under. We got just about 10 seconds left. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that heat glove ready. I'm gonna hold my hand there as I open this, just so it doesn't pop up. And once again, we've got beautiful ink release. And I'm going to pull this very hot, our very hot pillow cover over here so you guys can get a better look at it. Now I did actually already do another one, so let me show them to you. So you guys can get a nice look at the colors and how everything looks. So that is my reversible 2. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comments below. The links for everything we used today are in the video description. If you guys have any other suggestions for tutorials we might want to do or ideas using our outdoor pillows, we'd love to hear them. We, of course, would love to see what you've created as well. Share them in the group. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great night.